are you getting the calves, these bull calves, to the weights you're getting them at?
A lot of it's a process over a number of years. We've been early weaning for many, many years, and that puts the milk back into the cows the following year. So there was a lot more milk in the cows despite the bad season. So the calves started to really grow early, so we had the weight early. And then we weaned them early, so they were weaned at probably 5 to 6 months of age. And we were very fortunate after the weaning process to get enough rain to get a bit of a crop going. So got them onto the crop, and they've really started to perform as a result of that.
Well, they're showing really good weight for age. What sort of weights are they going to be at sale time?
Well, it's about 5-6 weeks till the sale, and they're already for 80 kilos, so an average, and the top one's 570 now, so by sale time they'll be about 530, we think, average. Yeah.
So that's the right sort of weight to go out and start working?
Yeah. That's right in the pocket. That's awesome.
Right in the pocket for yearlings. What we're trying to do is give them as much early growth as possible, so when they do their first year, they don't have that far to go in the subsequent years.
Yeah, so they need to be fit and healthy and robust and just ready to work.
Brought up a very good point about allowing bulls to be sexually active when they want to be. I think it's a really good point. You guys are right behind your yearling bulls.
Yeah, I mean, bulls were meant to work at 12 months of age, as long as they're well grown. Like, not everyone can do yearling bulls; they have to be well grown, but they're designed to work at 12 months of age. Yeah.
Guys, fat's a pretty overused term now in the industry. What's your view on fat versus carcass and growth?
Look, we think we've had a lot of droughts. People want animals that are easy doers. But I think we have to be careful that we don't end up with small dumpy butterballs that end up with all the fat cut off in the abattoir. So we want an animal that's an easy doer, but they also have to keep growing. Yeah.
And tell me, you've had some clients that have had some really good success with your steers. Tell us about some of the recent successes.
Oh, we have a particular client who buys all our steers, and for the last 3 years he goes MSA, and he's gone MSA 100% the last 3 years. So
yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, he's been able to keep the quality in there the whole time, which is, they've grown on.
Yeah.
And tell me, let's just talk about some of the sire lines from these bulls. There's some phenomenal bulls. So what are some of the sire lines that feature this year?
Well, I guess the one that stands out to us is Braveheart of Stern. So we've got a combination of some of the leading indexing bulls in the breed, but for us the bulls that are really going to work for our clients this year come from the Braveheart of Stern line. And it's what we're talking about before. They're easy doing cattle, but they're just powerfully growing. They keep on growing, and they're everything the Angus breed I think needs into the future. Really suit that heavy grass-fed market, and they're just a premium product, and they've got a beautiful temperament on top of it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And what other sire lines are you featuring?
We're one of the first studs in Australia to offer Keneally Comrade calves, which they've been a sensation in the US. He's quite a unique bull for offering extra muscle expression, but he's also one of the highest marbling bulls in the breed, so that's pretty awesome. So we used him to get a little bit more shape into our bulls, and he's worked a treat. And they're also easy calving, and also again really super docile.
And Erica, you've got a really good homebred sire with some great calves this year.
Yeah, about 5 years ago we had a young calf who just absolutely scorched the IMF ultrasound scanning, and he was also in the top 10% for growth, so we used him. And then we flushed the same way to get siblings to him, which were the bulls that sold so well at last year's sale. So, and now we've got the oldest calves by that bull called Game Maker, and they're great. We love them. They're really thick, they're really solid, deep, soggy. Yeah, beautiful calves.
And the quality in the carcass is magnificent, and the IMF's really.
Yeah, we've scanned them, and they too, like their sire scanned, they were the highest scanning group.
We know these bulls look beautiful now. They're not going to look that good after joining, are they? They look pretty ugly.
No, Ben, that's the truth. And in fact, I write an article that says, "Am I not pretty enough?" And when I ring the clients up to see how the bull came out of the cows, I basically start with, "So how ugly did he get?"
Yeah.
Because they're yearling bulls, they're meant to work as yearlings, but because they're growing and working at the same time, they get a bit skinny.
Okay, so why yearlings? What are the benefits? Take us through to 3 or 4 years' time.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're meant to work at 12 months of age. It means you get an extra year of calves, so it lowers your cost per calf.
Yep.
What else we got?
You got another year. They handle better as young, because they're not fighting when they're coming into 2-year-old.
And they're not sexually frustrated because they're getting used at 12 months instead of sitting in a paddock with other bulls up until they're 2. So I mean, we find that they're easier to handle in and out of the cows.
And guys, your yearling bulls have gone pretty far and wide now. You're selling all over Australia, and their adaptability is proving themselves in more than one environment, aren't they?
Yeah, we've got bulls now that have gone to North Queensland and out to Central Australia, and the evidence suggests that if they go out as yearling bulls, that they actually adapt better to those environments. So yeah, we've been pretty excited by them.
Very, very excited.
Well guys, the cattle look fantastic. It's a credit to you both, and best of luck for your sale.
Thanks, Ben. There you go.
Don't start it.
Sit down.
Diggy, 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 Rex, diggy, diggy, diggy.